It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others with much higher aspirations, Kenny.
Yeah, well, some people would say that you can start with a clean slate. But then certain people are saying we're building off of last year. So this is a continuation. But whatever happened last year to some of those teams who didn't reach their goals, they just can wash it out and start. But there are certain teams saying, yes, we are who we were last year, and watch who we are this year.
You want to come out the gate strong. Ernie, I think we're in for an exciting year. And it was a pleasure seeing you in San Tropez on our vacation.
Yes.
That's a nice aqua machine you got.
It was very surprising to see you there, big fella, too.
I was not
memorable.
invited.
How'd you like my bathing suit, Ernie?
Well, let's get it to Kevin Harlan.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The New Orleans Pelicans preparing to defend home court in this Western Conference battle. They're getting their first look at the Thunder, their first game of the NBA's regular season. Last season, they had the upper hand in the series, going 3-1 against these guys.
And they won the season series last year, trying to continue those winning ways this time around.
And you look at it, two middle-of-the-pack teams, they both need every win they can get as they try to ensure they get into the playoffs and maybe even get a decent seed.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Andre Robertson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Here's Ibaka, and it's good from the elbow. Ibaka's got the first points up on the board for the Thunder.
And when you look at Serge Ibaka, it's amazing how methodically he's worked on his shooting. I mean, it seems like every year his range extends another couple of feet. He now has one of the best mid-range jumpers in the game, and that has obviously opened up the offense for everyone else.
Now here's Westbrook following the miss by Anthony Davis. And Westbrook, here we go, off on the layup. On defense, Oklahoma City. Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. Doris?
He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
And thank you, Doris.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Shot clock at 2. And it's Gordon missing.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Robertson, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
For 3.
So it's the Pelicans now, trailing by 4. To the paint. Ashik with the bucket.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Thunder have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Roberson, defended by Gordon. Roberson dishes to Westbrook. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Davis with a screen on Westbrook. It's stolen by Ibaka. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Ibaka. And that's now 6 points for Russell Westbrook. Evans with it. On the wing, Gordon. Davis setting the pick for Gordon. That's good. Gordon's got his first basket.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
Now here's Evans. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
That's his first personal foul.
And Anthony Davis growing up in the rough south side of Chicago because of the violence. His father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
And Davis stayed around the game in grade school. He'd keep the clock, sell the tickets, even someone said sell nachos.
Humble beginnings, partner, humble beginnings. Didn't even dream of NBA stardom. Said he wanted to be a high school coach. Obviously, things have changed now.
Good on the second free throw.
And really, I thought Anthony Davis a season ago just took the league by storm. I mean, jaw-dropping numbers. I think you could argue if the Pelicans' record had been a little better, he probably would have won the league MVP.
Now, here's Westbrook. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Rebound by Pondexter. Pelicans trail by 5. And you look at the development of Anthony Davis last season, far and away the best player, efficiency rating-wise, in Clark, the NBA.
Yeah, that's called PER, player efficiency rating, one of the 4 best marks in NBA history for Davis, alongside Chamberlain, Jordan, and LeBron James.
Westbrook against Davis. Westbrook, no good. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Evans kicks to Ashik. The 10-footer. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Ashik's got his second bucket.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And guys, Tyreke Evans is so versatile. Great instincts, well-developed skill set. He can beat you every way you turn.
And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. Pelicans, number 1.
You know, Kevin, it's going to be really hard to duplicate the level of success they had in the block shots category last season. I know they'll give it their best effort, but it's hard to imagine that they could do much better than last season.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ashik. Anderson comes in for Davis. Cunningham, he's checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Norris Cole in for Gordon. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Dion Waiters checked in for Roberson. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And back to Tyreke Evans. He's a big, muscular guy for a wing. 7-foot wingspan, that arm span we've all admired and read so much about. Too strong for off guards. Too quick for small forwards. He's he's kind of got a ubiquitous position.
He does. And, Kevin, you know, it's funny. A lot of people have tried to place him in a box in terms of position. Instead of just saying he's a basketball player, the guy's strong. He's got tremendous physical attributes. Combine that with the ball handling and his confidence, and it gives you an interesting mix. I mean, he's one of the more unique, multifaceted guys we have in our league.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's Anderson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Cole. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Outside Durant. They set the screen. There's a screen by Cantor. Waiters with the screen for Augustine. Durant for 3. Count that one.
Great pass that time by DJ Augustine.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
You know, it's interesting. It really had been mostly a cordial relationship between Durant and the media up until last season. And then at the All-Star break, I mean, he had some biting remarks. And a chance to check out the stats for Waiters. Last season's performance for him. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, when he's taking on the scorer's role for that second unit, then the other guys can just stay in their lanes.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Holiday's checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Singler's checked in. Durant's comments during the All-Star break about the media, he might have been right with some of his comments. I don't know, though, that he really was happy that they came out the way they did.
I agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, he made it clear that he doesn't view the media as all that friendly, though.
And so here is Oklahoma City. The Pelicans make their last shot. Augustine passes to Collison. Waiters gets a wide-open look. No good from outside. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. And Cole kicks to Cunningham. Dishes it to Anderson. Here's Cole, guarded by Augustine. Here's Anderson. It's good. This game is all even.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Now Augustine looking for his first basket still in this one. They set the pick. Singler outside. Cantor sets the pick for Singler. Shoots from the high post. And it comes off the front of the rim.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
The Thunder have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And he makes the first. And Cantor drops them both. 8 seconds left to play in the first. Cole dishes to Anderson. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Anderson's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated.
It comes from me being 8 years old and me just saying I wanted to be the best player. You know, first off, at 8 years old, you want to be the best player in your neighborhood, and that's where it comes from. Just always want to be the best, and no matter where I'm playing at. And if I keep working each and every year, I've gotten better. You know, if I continue to just keep working, I've seen improvements.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through one.
Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. The shot-blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. And it's Babbitt in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. The Pelicans shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Davis kicks to Gordon. Pass to Holiday, feeds it to Davis. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
At the line for 2.
That one is off.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson I always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor. You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see the intensity is the same between them.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 6. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Evans attacking, and it's blocked by Adams. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 8. 13 feet away. And it's Westbrook again missing. Evans passes to Gordon. New Orleans moving the ball around. Davis sets a screen. Westbrook against Gordon. 6 to shoot. From 18 feet away. Can't hit. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Outside Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Davis dishes to Ashik. Outside Gordon. The baseline J. And again, New Orleans has no luck. The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Durant in the corner, shoots the 3, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Davis drives in. Gordon kicks to Evans. Pass to Davis. Shot to stop the run, and the shot falls short this time.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Davis. Following the score by Oklahoma City. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Babbitt's got his first points of the game.
Well, I tell you what, guys, last season the Thunder were fantastic on the glass. I mean, they started out as a great rebounding team and got even better after their trades.
Gordon the pass to Babbitt, and it's Evans in the corner. Gordon kicks to Ashik. There's the screen. Here's Davis. He makes that one drop, only a second in 5 tries. Last season, the Oklahoma City Thunder led the entire NBA in rebounding. Greg, they did well on both ends. First in the league in offensive rebounds and second in defensive.
And Kevin, the thing that sticks out for me, for OKC, everybody rebounds. The guards, the bigs, the wings. It really has a huge impact and allows you to have that many more possessions. So if this team is healthy, watch out.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Ashik. And it's Pondexter in for Luke Babbitt. And then for Oklahoma City, Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams, and it's Waiters in for Roberson. Now, here's Westbrook. He's got 8. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Cole's checked in for Gordon. And then for Oklahoma City, Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Pondexter. Davis sets a screen. Pondexter dishes to Evans. Here's the floater. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Last season was possibly the best of Tyreke Evans' career, at least since his unbelievable rookie campaign.
Yeah, and Kev, a lot of that has to do with his injury history. I mean, last year he played in 79 games. That's the most of his career. So you can say it was probably the healthiest season he's had since he was a rookie.
You know, back to Tyreke Evans last year, he had a big jump in three-point percentage. He was also up in assists, rebounds, really did a lot of good things. The only bad news, he was also up in turnovers.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for New Orleans, and he sinks the second.
And talking about Tyreke Evans, you really hope he can build on what he did last year. He has too much talent to waste on inconsistency. Time for him to just step up here in the prime of his career.
Now here's Waiters. To the middle, here's Kanter. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Pondexter from outside. Thunder with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Augustine from outside, and the Thunder another 3.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
There's the pick. Evans outside. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
And Kanter did play well with the increased minutes last season, Clark. Averaged a double-double after the trade.
I think it was a great fit for him in Oklahoma City. He still has work to do, but now that he feels like he's in the right environment, I think we're going to see that great potential of his start to come to fruition.
And that one misses. New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And he's good on the second.
And for the Pelicans, part of why they look so mature is how they protect leads. I mean, rarely giving away points for free and knowing how to close out games.
Here is Cunningham. Outside Holiday. There's the pick. Down low. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Ajinça.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done. And you know, guys, the Pelicans only lost 5 games last year where they led going into the fourth quarter. They won 38 when entering the fourth quarter with the lead. That's very mature basketball for a team that's as young as they are.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league. In a moment now to look at the stats for Cole, how he performed last season. He was around 7 points per, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
No doubt. I mean, he knows how to run this offense, and that's always valuable coming off the bench.
They set the pick. Waiters passes to Cantor, and that one's good. Cantor's got 5 points in the quarter. And with Gentry, his offensive prowess can't be understated, Greg. His peers joke and say he can draw up an open look for a corpse. I don't know about that, Clark, but we know he's talented. He's got a great offensive mind.
And you know that's right. And with this Pelicans team, he has plenty of firepower to work with, too.
Oh, he does. You're right. Here's Augustine after Drew Holiday's score. Singler outside. Waiters. He's open. Rebounded by Ajinça.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
The dish to Pondexter. To the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Holiday, no one around him. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 4. They set the pick. And Augustine kicks to Cantor. There's a screen by Cantor. Singler dishes to Cantor, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
Oklahoma City shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. And Cantor drops them both. 19 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's Holiday. He dishes it to Anderson. Puts up the baby hook. Again, the Pelicans score. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 4. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are you that regardless of what defender you see in front of you, you can get what you want?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
Russell, thank you so much. Kevin, hard work pays off.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans.
Well, how about that contribution they got from the bench? Nice. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. I wouldn't be surprised to see him dig a little deeper into that bench. Some games you just got to go with the lineups that are working and just improvise, Ernie.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one. For Enes Kanter, he has 9 points, and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity stripe. Good numbers for him.
Yeah, they are. It's been a nice element of his game today.
Pelicans trail by 4. Last year, the Thunder were in a playoff battle all season, Clark. Their road record of 16-24, a big part of why they didn't sneak into the playoffs.
Well, when you're dealing with the kinds of injuries the Thunder had last year, it's impossible to be your best, and grinding out road wins is that much tougher.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low.
And really with the Thunder and their road problems last season, both Phoenix and New Orleans had better road records than they did. And had the Thunder been tougher on the road, no doubt they would have made it in.
You know, the Thunder had road trouble right out of the gate last season, guys. Only had 1 road win in their first 9 road games. They also had 4 different instances of 4 or more game road losing streaks last season.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Evans kicks to Ashik. The feed to Pondexter. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. The 10-footer, and it's blocked by Ibaka. The pass to Robertson, trying his luck deep. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Ashik's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Robertson, the pass to Ibaka. The wide open look for Durant. Drops it in from 11 feet. And now a 6-point Thunder lead.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Davis sets a screen. Here's Gordon. Screen by Asik. Gordon with no one around. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Gordon's got 6.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Screen by Ibaka. And Durant.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. And so here is New Orleans. The Thunder making the shot. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Oklahoma City leading by 6. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Passes to Westbrook. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Dante Cunningham's checked in for New Orleans.
You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
Well, for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they thought through the game was fantastic.
And Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for a positive moving forward. Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
The Pelicans have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Durant, that's good.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Evans against Westbrook. Evans outside. He kicks it to Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Davis. Ibaka with some nice D.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans have really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And the Western playoffs just, it seemed a bit amiss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what, he did everything he could to try and carry that injured group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Ibaka, the basket good off the assist from Durant. Ibaka's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Thunder. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Screen by Asik. Davis dishes to Cunningham. The Thunder pull it in. Durant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. One thing about Kevin Durant, when you talk with him, he's got such a laid-back demeanor. I mean, his pulse doesn't quicken. And when you ask opponents, they'll tell you he is as competitive, Greg, as they come.
Yeah, what you see on the outside with Kevin is a mirage, a fake out, if you will, because on the inside, this guy burns with competitive fire and brimstone.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And with Durant, his competitive spirit really comes out in crunch time. He demands the ball when the game's on the line, and more often than not, he gets it and delivers.
And here's a look at the stats for Anthony Davis. Great showing for him last season. Last year averaging 24 points per, 10 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
And when you look at those rebounds, they have a cumulative effect on the opponent. His effort wears them down physically and mentally.
Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Omer Ashik. Enes Kanter's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dion Waiters comes in for Roberson. Durant kicks to Ibaka. Shot, high post, and Davis sends it back. Durant against Gordon. Evans, right side. To the paint, here's Cunningham, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Anderson comes in for Cunningham, and it's Drew Holiday in for Tyreek Evans. The Thunder also changing it up. Kyle Singler comes in for Serge Ibaka, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Gordon. No good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Kicks to Augustine. Durant with a screen on Holiday. Augustine passes to Durant. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got 3 assists now in this one.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
Now here is Holiday. And Durant sends it back. He feeds it to Augustine. Dishes it to Kanter. Pass to Waiters. Inside. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
First personal foul.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Thunder.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
New Orleans making some changes here. Alexis Ajinça comes in for Davis, and Cole subbed in for Gordon. Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City.
And Kyle Singler, basically a three-point marksman. He really lost minutes after the trade to the Thunder last season, a second-round pick by Detroit a few years back. He's always averaged over 20 minutes a game, but with the Thunder, he was kind of banished to the end of the bench, and his play reflected that.
Here's Augustine. The Pelicans make their last shot. Feeds it to Kanter. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, it's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Now here's Anderson. 8 points for him. Cole's shot is good. And talking about Kyle Singler last season, Greg, good point you made. You would have thought the trade to the Thunder would have given him more minutes. You know, Clark, they were looking for floor stretching options with Kevin Durant out.
Yeah, but so late in the season, he needed to learn all the schemes, get integrated with all the other players. Those are just a few reasons why he was rarely given the chance to make an impact.
Outside Holiday. Anderson, a screen on Waiters. Holiday dishes to Anderson. And they will call over the back on the play.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
The Thunder have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
At the line for 2.
Shooting two.
The first free throw is good. Some changes for New Orleans. Omer Ashik, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. And it's Pondexter in for Luke Babbitt. He's off on the second. Pelicans trail by 14. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Ashik kicks to Holiday. Pass to Anderson. There's the dish to Cole. The feed to Holiday. Here's Pondexter. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Pondexter's got 5 now. Augustine. No good trying to beat the buzzer. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Thunder lead by 12. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Westbrook with it. Evans and Gordon are the guard set. Pondexter and Davis fill up the forward slots. And it's Ashik in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Anthony Davis.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against Chicago. And it's Gordon missing. Westbrook against Gordon. Outside Westbrook. Left side Adams. Can't get it to go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Evans attacking. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Oklahoma City leading by 10. The kick out to Westbrook. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. That's good.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Davis setting the pick for Evans. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got his 4th assist in this one.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And although not a block officially, It might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
Now here's Westbrook. Back to Durant. Here's Roberson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Thunder lead by 13.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Really unfortunate for Eric Gordon that an assortment of injuries have really derailed his career. A few years back, he looked like he'd be an absolute star. Once a 22 points a game score, was down to 13 a game last season.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Alvin Gentry had some words for his team over that last break. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Now here's Evans. Clock at 6. The 11-footer from about 16. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Davis. Yeah, on the topic of Eric Gordon, one would think he's still young and talented enough to be a difference maker with any team. He just has to stay healthy. That really is the bottom line. He's got to keep his health.
Kevin, the truth is, though he's had a number of injuries, they've all been different. It isn't one chronic thing. So with a little good luck, we could see him shine once more.
Here's Evans following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Davis, the pass to Gordon. Back to Davis. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. There's the pick. To the paint. Here's Roberson, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Makes it off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 15.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Now Pondexter. He dishes it to Evans. To the inside, a Sheik. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Roberson, covered by Evans. Stolen by Ashik. It's Evans on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Roberson. And Ashik sends it back. Wow! Evans passes to Gordon. Davis sets a screen. Gordon kicks to Evans. Davis gets a wide open look. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. 15 points for Anthony Davis.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Cole's checked in for Tyreek Evans. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Thunder. There's a good screen. Here's Durant. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. 13 points for Enes Kanter.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
And there's the pass to Gordon. Davis sets a screen. Stolen by Westbrook. Pass to Ibaka. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 5. 4-3, Westbrook. And the Thunder another 3.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Here's Cole. Davis sets a screen. And Cole kicks to Gordon. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Gordon's got 10 points here in the second half.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Westbrook. Inside. And Ashik sends it back. Wow!
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Oklahoma City.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3. It paid off for them in the end.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Your hope is to take charge of a season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0 with 3 games still left to play this year against the Pelicans.
And we've come to expect nothing less from one of the league's elite players, but another tour de force for Durant. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Anderson, he's checked in for Ashik. Cunningham comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Drew Holiday in for Eric Gordon. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Now here is Augustine. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and he gets it to go.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
Davis sets a screen. Davis with a screen on Waiters. Holiday dishes to Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
Here's Waiters, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Shoots from the baseline. Cole with the rebound. He kicks to Cunningham. Holiday up top. He feeds it to Cole. The 3. That's good.
3 points for Norris Cole.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Russell, congratulations on this win. What were the main factors that helped you stay in control of this one down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job in all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will. Shaq, what'd you like about his game?
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
This was vintage Kevin Durant we saw tonight, fellas. Just tearing it up. He's got the most diverse set of skills out there from an offensive standpoint. There isn't anything he can't do. And defensively, he can do it as well. It's almost impossible to count all the ways Kevin Durant helps his team.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.